of the International Secret Police.
Ceiling zero.
Returning to their plane from Lake Kivu, the secret police find the long-missing John Buchanan, biggest investor in the Atlantean Syndicate. After telling the half-starved, fever-ridden man that they are friends, in spite of the gorilla skins they are wearing, Speed, Clint, Barney, and Carlos fashion a stretcher for Buchanan and make all possible haste back to their plane. Upon arriving there, however, they find the Zareba they left is invaded by pygmy headhunters. And knowing their danger, the boys talk the situation over among themselves before attempting to get to their plane.
You say these pygmies will kill us before we can reach the plane, Carlos?
See, Clint. The headhunters are the most warlike of all the tribes. They're little, but Dios mío.
I know them. We met one back on the desert, remember? Curie, the pygmy that was working for the octopus. He used a blowpipe just like all them guys are carrying.
Gosh, how do we get to our plane, Clint?
Pygmies may murder men, Carlos. But how about gorillas? Do they have the same superstitions about them that the other native tribes do?
Dios, I forgot about wearing the gorilla skins, Clint.
They may do the trick.
You mean the pygmies will leave when they see us gorillas? Us coming towards them?
I think so, Barney.
You think? You better be darn sure before we get into sight of them.
We can't do anything else but that, Barney. Can't hide here forever.
Speed's right. We'll have to attempt to scare those natives off, or we'll die here in the jungle from hunger and thirst. Carlos, see, Clint, you and I'll try it. I want Speed and Barney to go back and pick up Mr. Buchanan. In case we're successful, we want to lose no time in getting him aboard the plane. I'm choosing you to come with me because you know the gorilla cry better than any of us. You'll have to use it plenty to drive those pygmies off. I understand, Clete.
Oh, gee, can't we come too? Wouldn't it scare 'em more to see 4 gorillas at one time instead of just 2?
No, Speed. Follow orders and go for Buchanan with Barney.
Oh, okay. But if anything should happen to
Nothing will. You ready, Carlos? See, amigo.
What'll we do with Buchanan after we get him, fella?
Carry him on into the Zareba, unless you see we're having trouble with the pygmies, Barney. In that case, hide him in the bush again and leave Speed there, too. And you come back and help us.
I got it. But if the pygmies hang around to watch and see what we're going to do, it's going to look awful funny to see a couple of gorillas carrying an old man on a stretcher.
Never mind how it's going to look. I hope by that time the pygmies will be far away. But now, let's get going.
Okay, pal. Good luck.
Thanks. Come on, Carlos. Let's see how easy these pygmies will scare.
There they go. Gosh, Barney, look at all the pygmy heads pop out.
Yeah, that gorilla yodel got him. Looks like our plan's going to work, kid. They're beginning to get uneasy.
Yeah. Hey, look, somebody must have given the alarm because they're sure swimming out at us, Araba.
And Clint and Carlos are walking right towards them all the time. Come on, we better get Buchanan or we won't get back here in time. Let's go into hide.
Supposing some of the pygmies see us running this way.
That'll just scare them all the more. Ain't running this way that worries me. It's the coming back with Buchanan that has me bothered. If they spot us then, it's going to be just too bad. Phew, I'm getting hotter than ever.
Yeah, I wouldn't pick a gorilla skin as a tracksuit. We must be getting there where we left Mr. Buchanan, aren't we?
Yeah, it's just ahead there. Remember that bush we put in front of him to hide him?
Oh, yeah. Here we are, then.
Yeah. Now, toss the bush away.
And here's Lucky. Wasn't he smart to keep quiet until he saw who it was, Barney?
Yeah. Come on. Get a hold of that other end of the stretcher, kid, or we'll never get back in time to catch that plane out of here.
Okay. From the sound of things, I think Clint and Carlos scared the pygmies away all right. Sure hope so, because we'd have a heck of a time dodging their poison darts.
Well, we're inside the zareba, Carlos. Do you see any pygmies around? I can't. No, Clint. None in the trees. I think we frightened them away all right. We still better act as gorillas, though. Awkward and curious. While we're making sure none of our enemies are watching us, I'll be looking over the plane at the same time. Make sure they didn't harm it.
Bueno, but how do you plan to take off? These thorn fences in the way.
As soon as I get Buchanan safely stowed away in the plane, we can quickly toss that zareba aside. The four of us can destroy it, get into the plane, and take off before the pygmies would know what was happening. If they were spying on us.
There's a chance, all right. Particularly since they believe the gorilla to be half human. They would probably see nothing unusual in him flying a giant bird, as they call the plane.
So far as I can see, the plane hasn't been touched.
They are probably too afraid of it to come too near, Clint.
I see. Well, I'm going to unlock it and open the door, in case we have to get inside quickly. I'd like to turn the motors over, but that'd bring the pygmies back in no time. We'll just have to chance a coal motor takeoff, I guess. Still no pygmies. So far, so good.
Now, let's get the zarebas out of the way.
Right. Speed and Barney should be along any time now with Buchanan.
Again, we can be glad we are wearing the gorilla skins, Clint. These heavy hides protect us from these thorns.
Yeah, that's right.
Look out. Someone's coming. Oh, it is Speed and Barney. See? Lucky is with them.
Good. And I think we've flattened the thorn fence enough for a takeoff, Carlos. Let's help them with Buchanan.
See, no pygmies in sight yet. If we can only get Buchanan inside the plane before they return to see if we are still here.
Everything all right, Clint? We came as fast as we could.
All right so far, but we don't want to push our luck, Speed. Here, we'll help you with Mr. Buchanan.
Okay, Clint. Call Lucky out of the way, Speed.
Here, Lucky, boy.
Keep an eye out for pygmies while Barney and I get Buchanan settled inside the plane, Carlos. If you see any, give us the gorilla signal cry. And you and Speed act as much like gorillas as possible. That may scare them off again until we can take off.
See, amigo. Go ahead.
All right. Come on, Barney. There we go. That's it. All right, we'll take him back to the main cabin and put him on one of the berths there, Barney.
Yeah, poor guy. He sure looks all in.
Yeah. As soon as we get out of this jungle death trap, you get to work on him. Give him quinine to counteract that fever. And some of that canned broth as soon as he's able to take nourishment again.
Yeah, I think that monkey broth saved his life back near Lake Kivu. Without that in his tummy, he never would have lasted this long.
All right. This is good. Lift him from the stretcher to the berth.
Yeah, I've got him. There we are.
All right. That'll do for now. Let's get up to the control room and see what we've got.
Everything's just about like we left it.
Yeah, Barney. A lot has happened since we left this plane. But we haven't been away so very long at that.
Long? Seems like 1,000 years. If I wrote a book about what's happened to me since coming to Africa, nobody'd believe me.
Nobody believes half of what you say anyhow, pal. Let's see if the motors will turn over for us.
And if they don't, I'm going to give up.
At least the automatic starter still works.
Yeah, but that won't get us into the air. Hey, the pygmies are coming. Carlos just gave the signal.
Get back there and give them a hand, Barney.
Okay, the motors work. Now I feel better.
Barney, the pygmies came back. I think they're going to attack us this time. They've got their poison darts and blowpipes out.
Quick, kid, get back into the main cabin so Carlos can climb inside and we can shut the door.
Where's Lucky?
I've got him, Speed. Here he comes. Come on in, Carlos.
See, amigo. Not a moment too soon. Look, here is a poison dart sticking in the gorilla hide I'm wearing.
Yes, but we can fight back now. We've got guns and ammunition.
I don't think we'll have to use them, Barney.
It is taking off.
But look at all the pygmies. They're all around us.
We're leaving them, kid. Look, we're in the air. What a flyer that Barlow guy is.
See. And now, let us take off these gorilla skins. They have served us well, but I am still very happy to get rid of mine, particularly with that poison dart in it.
Where's Clint going to head for, Barney?
Leopoldville, I think. We'll leave Mr. Buchanan there to get patched up, but we'll fly on straight to the Sahara Desert and the Atlantean Expedition Base. I just hope we get there before the octopus really gets rough with that death ray machine of his.
Well, Zabul, everything is in readiness for my final conquest now. The real Atlantean workers have been mysteriously murdered, all except O'Brien, and our own men work in their place.
Yes, Octopus Master. O'Brien is very upset. He does not like working with this new crew. He has asked that word be sent to the Foreign Legion post nearest us. He demands an investigation.
So, O'Brien grows troublesome, eh? He must be silenced before he can cause any trouble.
But with our own man as radio operator, no such message can go to the Legion, Master.
Yes, but there are other ways he may send for help. The caravans that pass this way, they may carry his message to the Legion, or O'Brien himself may slip away and go on foot to the outpost.
He would never live to reach it.
I'm not so sure. He's been on the Sahara many months. He knows it well. With his knowledge, there is a chance he might live. No, Zabul. O'Brien must die before he ever leaves this.
Very well, Master. Tonight?
Yes, but his body must not be found by anyone. He must mysteriously disappear.
Yes, Master.
And while you are attending to that, I shall be preparing my ultimatum to the governments of the world tonight. I would like to see their faces when they receive them.
You are sure they will send representatives here, Master?
If they are wise, Zabul. But if only one sends a representative, the others will hear from him that I mean what I say. I shall show him the power of my death ray machine. That will be all that is necessary.
When do you plan to send out the ultimatums? Tomorrow?
Yes. Everything is ready now. The tribes are all gathered on the desert nearby. They can deal with the Legion should they interfere. The death ray machine can cope with anything else.
And you are sure that the secret police are helpless?
Yes, Zabul. I've had no reports from my operators anywhere. I'm not even thinking of Barlow and the others anymore. Now I am concentrating on only one thing. The conquest of the world. And in 1 month, Zabul, the world shall be at my feet.